As schools across the United States look for creative and lasting ways to improve student achievement, they are turning to a powerful resource: parents.
Educators know that when parents are involved at school, children perform better, and that all students benefit as the schools themselves improve.
Many parents have always been involved in their children's education to some degree, but meaningful parental involvement is dramatically different in today's schools, where parents are more and more becoming decision-making partners with teachers and administrators.
It's a whole new ball game. It's a whole new playing field. You can't just, drop your kid off in the morning and leave them and expect them to get through high school. You really need to be involved to make sure that they are getting the best education possible.
For parent involvement really to be meaningful, it needs to be connected in a way to where it affects student achievement in a positive way.
Transforming parents into powerful partners for better schools is the goal and the result of the Commonwealth Institute for Parent Leadership, or Cipl as it is often called. This award-winning program from the Pritchard Committee for Academic Excellence in Kentucky gives parents the tools they need to make a lasting, positive difference in the education of all the students in their children's schools.
It does that by teaching parents how to form strong partnerships with schools and target their specific academic needs. The Institute was established when the Pritchard Committee recognized the critical role that parents must play in school improvement.
The idea was that they needed to know what was happening, but also that schools weren't going to improve in the way we wanted them to in Kentucky without a lot of community support. So the question was, how do you build that support? And we finally concluded that going directly to parents was probably the best strategy.
Parents who participate in the Institute attend 3 two-day sessions of substantive training with homework between sessions that sends them into their schools for information. They must design and implement a project focusing on improving student achievement, and they must remain a part of a parent leadership network to involve other parents in their schools.
We provided a combination of information and skills for parents. Information about the school system, information about their own school, as well as information about why parent engagement is important, and skills development for being able to go into schools and work with other parents and work as partners with the schools.
This specialized leadership training gives parents a tool of knowledge and skills that they put to work for improved student achievement.
It's like getting a master's course in parent involvement. You get a chance to learn about testing and all the acronyms in education that as a parent, you hear these terms and you hear teachers talk about them or you read about them in the newspaper and you're not really sure what they mean, but you're too embarrassed to ask.
You get so busy and so wrapped up in the school, you forget about your own child being in that school because you're not there about your child, you're there about all the kids. And that's what it's all about.
You make an impact in the school, that's going to enhance your child's education. But one child's not going to make a difference in the whole school. But so the more children you affect with whatever you bring in, then that is an overall school performance that you can measure.
It's a pleasure when a parent walks up and says, "I've got this idea." And you can go, "Buddy, have I got a way for you to get this done?"
Great ideas become reality through the projects that parents create as part of their Institute training. These projects must meet certain criteria, involving other parents, focusing on student achievement, ensuring a lasting positive impact on the schools.
We got a lot of support from the school staff, and we felt that they were ready to have someone to come in like us and say, "Oh, that's great, because we don't really have time to do that. This is a great idea."
The Commonwealth Institute for Parent Leadership began in 1997. Since then, more than 1,360 Kentucky parents have been trained as powerful partners in schools.
The Institute also has become a national model of civic engagement in public education. In response to requests from throughout the nation, the Pritchard Committee developed the Center for Parent Leadership that offers a training program that can be specifically tailored to meet local needs.
The Institute has been replicated in communities around the nation, including Charlotte, North Carolina, Washington, D.C.,
Waco, Texas,
Olathe, Kansas, Bradenton, Florida,
Cincinnati, Ohio,
Delaware with the Rodell Foundation,
Battle Creek, Lansing, Jackson, Michigan,
Broward County, Florida, Fairmont, West Virginia,
and Jackson, Mississippi.
Many other communities, from Oregon to Delaware to Georgia, are benefiting from the variety of programs offered by the Leadership Center.
The Commonwealth Institute for Parent Leadership in Kentucky was recognized by the Kellogg Foundation as one of the top 4 parent involvement training programs in the country. And in looking at their curriculum and their training and the content and the way in which they deliver the program, we were very impressed. And about the same time we learned about them, they were interested in replicating in states outside of Kentucky, so we were their first partner.
When we try to replicate the Institute outside Kentucky, we work to identify an organization or an entity with an interest in this kind of work, with a commitment to the importance of parents being involved in school, and we work with them first to understand the whole concept of developing parent leaders who can then reach other parents.
My project started off, I thought I was going to help my own daughter. Well, when I got involved in the Parents Public School in the leadership training, I found out that the other students, 70% of the school, were testing basic or minimal. And that put my heart in it, even more. It wasn't just about, my child anymore. It was about doing something for others.
The Institute has attracted the support of foundations and business leaders who recognize the important role that parents can play as knowledgeable partners in schools.
Everybody is concerned about the quality of education and has high expectations. We have an obligation to participate and to help where we can. I'm grateful to the Pritchard Committee for initiating and helping to build the idea of parent capacity within the schools.
Hundreds of these empowered parents are putting their leadership skills to work beyond the classroom level, serving on school councils, local school boards, statewide parent advisory councils, state boards of education, and in many other positions of influence.
These parents have become welcome partners in the ongoing quest for school improvement.
On our Board of Education, we have a majority of our board members are Cipl graduates, and through Cipl, through PTAs, our whole board is made up of folks who have gone through those ranks, and it makes a tremendous difference on our board. I think we have one of the finest boards that you'll see anywhere in this country.
I feel more confident as a parent. I feel like I know what to look for to be able to affect change in the school, and I learned the proper method to go about affecting that change.
And we encourage the program big time here in our district, and we see parents go through the program and become educated about what we're trying to do as a district, what we're trying to do in Kentucky, and then come out of that with a knowledge base to be able to come out to help us.
If you're trying to find a way for parents to become partners in the school and understand the process of the academics in your state, whatever those standards are in that state, the Cipl project educates the parents on the process of learning, how the standards in the state, what the accountability system. See, it's not just about a project. It's actually a training ground to make the parent a more informed consumer about education in their setting.
It's a tremendous impact what just a little voice of a parent can do, and the impact it can make not just on their child, but their school, their county, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing.